So why have you brought me here?
I haven't brought you here. This is your living room.
That is beside the point.
No, you're beside the point. The point is me. Ha-ha!
I thought creature was the point.
Might be.
Isn't the point usually in the middle?
No.
Is Nicola the point?
What wonderful banter. Totally non-scripted. Now, we have a let's try.
Hooray!
Explain, creature, who you are for the 2 people who will watch this.
Well, I'm the person who does the Photoshop for her. And that's pretty much my entire function.
The official Haganistan Photoshop Vizier.
Yes.
And he came over to visit, and he brought some German stuff for which at least most of us will eat. I don't know, I'm tired.
Woo! German food.
Explain what you brought.
Alright, start out. Here we have some crisps masquerading as chips.
Maybe we should do the whole introduction as we use them, rather than going and having a boring list.
Yeah, that's a good idea. So we'll try these
Yeah,
first.
So that's our first one.
That's entirely what I was thinking.
Well, it seemed like you were about to start a whole
Yeah, it seemed to be
thing.
like that too.
No, I was like, no.
We should probably have discussed this before we started.
That would be a first.
That would mean you would have to discuss something.
I'm going to assume, because there's a pepper on it, this is pepper flavoured, so I am automatically probably going to hate it.
Alright.
I would say the name, Fritz Sticks. It's like you're really playing into the stereotype there. You know, Fritz.
Yeah, kinda.
It's like calling an Irish thing Seamus.
Okay, I don't think they're pepper. Although they're meant to be pepper. They smell like bacon flavour.
Oh, stop it. Oh, I've got to recheck the ingredients.
These are tiny.
Yep, they are.
They also taste like our version of bacon over here.
I better check the ingredients before I try that.
Yeah.
Daddy will eat all of these.
I'm actually, yeah, I kind of like them.
Well, all the better.
So do you need to try these, or I'm guessing you know all these?
I do know them, but I may as well take a bite for propriety.
I kind of like them.
You can eat all of them. Yeah, it does taste like a roast cookie bacon flavor, which I'm not a fan of.
Yeah.
Strange, because they're very clearly pepper. They have a picture of a pepper on the back as well. But they certainly don't taste or anything like pepper.
That may just be the liquid smoke in there.
I suppose that's possible.
It might just be their logo. I don't know. But yeah, it tastes like smoky bacon. I'm happily to munch them later.
You want to try some?
Yum, yum, yum.
Let me check what's
Make
in
sure
there.
they've got lots of bacon in them.
Why are the ingredients? Okay. Yep, it's the liquid smoke that does it.
Yeah, it's a nice flavour.
I may give it a love that.
Oh.
She loves smoky stuff.
Yep.
Alright, let's move on, and this time have some chocolate. Here, next one.
What is this? Although this is not one creature brought.
Yeah, this is totally not Terry's chocolate orange.
It's found in Little.
And since I never had Terry's chocolate orange,
You poor,
They're
poor
teeny.
dear.
it's more like Terry's chocolate tangerines then.
Mmm.
They're not as orangey, but they're quite nice.
Yeah, that's basically Terry's chocolate orange. Chocolate's not as good.
Yeah.
Yeah, basically
But
it's
cheaper version.
yeah, it's not as milk chocolate. But the orange flavour is there, and yeah,
I find my first having flavour.
yeah,
Chocolate is a little bit advent calendar, but other than that,
they're all right.
Isn't this thrilling?
Not a lot to say about that. Maybe they're all right.
what shall we do next?
I'm gonna get more of these.
You get to choose next, sir.
This is Mr. Tom Aerostat Jurnis in caramel.
Close enough.
Peanut brittle. It's peanut brittle.
Essentially.
I love peanut brittle. And they're the individual little ratty ones. Oh. There you go.
Back in Germany. You can also get standard size bars, but this seems not to get the
I regret this already.
You know, I think I've had this before.
Really? Oh.
Yeah, because I bought like a mountain of these because they were delicious.
Were they in little again? One of the ones that comes and goes?
That makes sense.
Because this seems very familiar, this packaging. Yeah, definitely, I've had this before. Can't remember if I liked it or not, though.
It's caramel and peanuts, what's not to love?
What's not to love?
It's very, it's hard, and I might prefer it to be softer than it is.
It's
I think
peanuts.
it's the entire appeal.
It's brittle.
It's crisp, it's crunchy. That is the satisfaction that you find in that.
We all have different tastes, I suppose.
No, it's impossible.
Teddy. Ground control to Mr. Tom. You can come up with the rest of the lyrics, hilariously.
Ground control to Mr. Tom. Got some snacks sent from your mom.
Next.
More chocolate.
Just like a imitation arrow.
Imitation arrow.
I'm trying to remember if we have arrow in Germany, but we have something very much the same as arrow.
Oh.
The problem we have here is that Arrow is 9% the chocolate.
Yeah. It's not great chocolate.
So that's going to suffer because of it.
So apparently Germany recreate food that we have here, but smaller, or we create foods that they have there, but larger. Because those first crisp things, they're very much like crisps we have, but much smaller, and these are like arrows, but tiny. And
The quality of the chocolate is not good.
No.
It's not as bad as American chocolate,
No.
No, nothing as bad as American chocolate.
but it's really quite bad.
The other thing worse than American chocolate is eating directly from the cocoa fruit.
Don't like that. Alright.
After all these years being married to Pennsylvania, I've still yet to go to Hershey Park.
Peanut flavored
The American
poofs.
chocolate theme park.
Why would you want to?
No slurs, please.
So we can enjoy the
No
American
slurs, please.
Bring lots of
Cadbury. I want to go to Cadbury Park.
Okay. Okay. Every time I eat these, I expect them to be cheesy, and then the peanut flavor hits you, and it's just like, okay.
Right?
Why? Why?
I like them
They could, so they...
Why?
because they're nice and peanutty.
Why?
You know I love peanuts
Why?
because peanuts are delicious.
Actually tastes a lot like the monster ones, the calm ones. What do they call them? What flavor are those?
The yellow ones?
Yeah,
Beef.
okay. But
Still good.
I'm fine with them.
Yeah.
Are you aware that you always do that when you don't like something?
Am I?
Yeah.
No.
You always slap your knees.
Oh god. Fuck. Ah!
No, but I like it. You know, I just have my knees. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Not for it.
Maybe get more packets whenever it appears in little.
Somebody want to die.
Right, well done. So I'm putting something else.
I want more.
Not German this time.
This I found in the pound shop.
Salted caramel.
For those of you watching in a few years' time, a pound is one of those things that's worth about 5 American cents.
I think you're exaggerating slightly there, dear.
Yeah, 4.
So these, for all I know, these may well be already in America, probably are, but we just got them now, new, so excitement. I don't even like salted caramel, but I'm like, gotta try these.
We should say it out loud. Salted caramel M&M's.
Some red balls.
Good.
Have you tried Coca-Cola with coffee?
No, I don't think that would be a good idea.
In East Asia, they offer this, and it's really very good. I don't like coffee, but it actually works really well together.
He's
And
lying.
I'm hoping they get this out worldwide.
He's lying.
Why?
We
Probably
have
gonna
that
be
in
more price.
Tesco in England and apparently in some parts of Belfast, like a Tesco own brand Coke
Really?
coffee. And Meg and I bought it stuff we were in Portsmouth and I hated it.
Father brought stuff back from Thailand. It was great. Actual Coca-Cola with coffee.
No, this was own brand Coke. But it
Oh,
was
there you go.
evil.
It's home brand.
That's why it's home brand Coke. It's terrible.
Omega liked it. But they also had
Omega's American. She doesn't have nice confectionery.
So,
But they also had Coca-Cola with honey,
Ooh.
which was also terrible.
Now the drinky drink.
I noticed they're about to release in the States a Coke with cinnamon.
Ooh.
Okay.
We can just Coke with random stuff and see what sticks. I suppose it works.
As for these M&Ms, the thing is, when I bite into it, I expect a peanut in the middle, so for a split second my mind is like, something is horribly wrong.
Yeah, that's the kind of thought process my brain goes through with those.
No.
Because they're the shape and consistency of a What's-It. And a What's-It is exceptionally cheesy.
Alright. The abomination that I will not touch.
Licorice! You're gonna try it.
No, I am not.
Jogger thingies. Okay.
Is the package defeating you, my dear?
Quiet! I did it. I managed it. I'll take a few of these. Yeah, these look like the little running shoes we tend to have. But ours were like red licorice.
I expect you're going to be bashing your knees in a second.
That's
There
not
you go.
real licorice.
No, it's licorice gum.
Even pretend licorice I'm not touching.
I don't like licorice. Omega once mocked me for this, and for reacting like I do whenever I try some salted licorice from Denmark, which was really, really strong.
Do you know whenever I get licorice all sorts, the little gummy ones that you tend to steal?
I never take anything.
It's like those little gummy ones, but like with like the berriest essence of licorice.
I hate licorice.
So, because she challenged me by laughing at my reaction to a single piece of Danish salted licorice, I grabbed a bunch more and had them all at once, and then
That
regretted
reminds
it
me.
instantly.
I still have a bag of salted Finnish licorice upstairs.
Very strong, probably.
Right.
I should crack that open at some point.
Thankfully, it's only gummy, so it's a lot less strong.
Totally not Rollos.
Unblock our reaction scenarios.
Okay. Eat the bacon things. They'll take the taste away.
No.
I'm not a fan of roasted fluffy bacon crisps.
You don't think?
I smacked my knee
Not
first when I
bad.
tried that.
No.
You can have one peanut things then.
How do you just eat that?
No. I'm just trying to be helpful.
Very weird textured caramel.
Yeah, the gummy thing is a lot less strong licorice, so it's like
It's much smoother caramel than we're used to with Rollo.
it's a low level of bad.
All in all, though, I'd say it's about the same quality as a normal Rollo. Nestle chocolate's crap, so...
Neil, would you like to try peanut flavored crisps?
No, I'm already eating.
Okay.
These are fine.
Yeah, that's alright.
Rollos, when you try a Rollo for the first time, you really understand why they were named them after the first Duke of Normandy.
I don't think that's where they got their name.
Can I hear
I
your
was
thought
gonna-
process?
Actually, I can't tell you my thought process because I never got beyond the comparison. I never got as far over to a reason. And we never messed with the lighting for this. Everything's currently blue.
Ah, it's fine.
So,
Oh, wow.
well, we're not the Amanda Hagan's crew. We are the Blue Man kinda group.
So, apologies for the lack of white balancing. It's set for tungsten lights for filming, and oops.
Oh well.
Something our camera person should notice.
This was totally deliberate.
I point the camera and turn it on. I know nothing about white balance.
Aber die ever die.
No, you're not able.
Oh.
Ah.
These things are from Iceland. I don't. They're like in. I think they're German.
Oh, Italy it says on the bottom.
Italy. Okay.
Ah,
I have absolutely no clue what they are, what's in them, or anything about them.
They're little chocolate sponge thingies.
half the foods I thought growing up were German were actually
It's-
Italian.
Actually, genuinely flavorless,
Now,
to be honest.
when I was in Rome, I was taken to like I was staying with some Romans, and because apparently they still call themselves Romans. I was taken to the best tiramisu place in the city, and it was like 9 o'clock at night. There was still like queues of people out the door, and tiramisu is Italian, and so I assumed this must be the best tiramisu. Now, I didn't have the heart to tell them until way too late. I fucking hate tiramisu. I fucking hate coffee.
Table invasion.
So
Hi, Chi.
that's my experience with Italian sort of confectionery.
It's alright.
Objectively, it was probably good. I fucking hated it.
Okay, I think what's left is just me, because I've never had any yellow man before.
And there's also iron brew.
Yeah. Yellow Man is a Northern Irish sweet, and I believe that the name is not at all racist, because there's the orange men who march around and wear orange. You've got the black preceptory, who's sometimes called the black when you walk around wearing black. And so someone created a yellow sweet, and it gets named, and it's bright yellow, so it gets named Yellow Man.
So, I'm not even familiar with this.
It's like
Then you should try some too.
It's like it's like Honeycomb's hardcore brother.
What an odd explanation.
Try a little bit, you'll understand.
No, didn't eat it keep anyway.
What the hell, that's hard.
Told you. You wanna try some?
I know what it tastes like. I don't like it.
It's like slightly softer rock. For context there, guys, rock is a kind of hard, sweet thing we have here. I'm not talking about mineral rock.
For a second I thought you were about to explain minerals.
You're talking about Blackpool rock. There's two kinds of British rock. There's Blackpool rock, which is hard and shatters and explodes. And you've got soft rock, which is from Edinburgh, which is Edinburgh style rock.
And Journey.
Yeah, I'm talking the ones you'll find in every tourist place in the UK.
That's Blackpool rock.
I feel like this does not offer enough flavor to justify the effort of biting it.
It's also got a horrible texture.
This is much paler Yellow Man than I'm used to. Usually it's bright yellow, so that might be connected with the amount of flavouring in it.
Just gonna keep it back there.
Because usually it's got a very strong honeycomb flavour. It's like honeycomb flavouring crossed with shattering plastic.
Right, so to conclude.
Well, yes, do your brew first.
Oh, I forgot about the amber.
You almost start and brew it.
Something brouhaha.
Nah.
That was fine. The wafer thing was fine.
I'm just sitting here next to the camera eating the big bag of peanut flavoured crisps.
I mean, the wafer thing would be actually perfect for if you got packed lunch, just as a little thing at the end. Little sweet thing.
I did try Iron Brew once. I didn't really like it. This seems to be diet though, so we'll see.
How long ago did you try it?
A few years.
So they have changed the recipe since as well. It is less insanely sugary.
Okay.
So this has no sugar because it's the diet one.
It's a little bit like somebody dissolved gumballs in a bit of mineral water.
I'm not against that description.
It's a better description than all the Americans like, it tastes like bubblegum today. All the fucking Americans say the same thing about it. It doesn't taste like bubblegum, it tastes like Iron Brew. It's a distinct flavour.
I'm going to finish this, but this is the only one I'm going to finish off this.
Well, that's not. You haven't hated it then, but you don't want it more about it.
If you're in America, if you have like an international shop or anything, if you get some Colombiana La Nuestra or some Caribbean cola or bigger cola from the Caribbean and South America has a bunch of colas that taste a bit like Iron Brew, though usually it doesn't have the bite Iron Brew has, because Iron Brew it's got a slight bite at the end, while like especially Colombiana La Nuestra, which you can get like in Mexico, I believe, it tastes like Iron Brew. It's even got the same colouring, but it's got no bite at all, so it's like baby's first Iron Brew.
Aww.
Iron Babe.
Yeah. I like Creme Brûlée and La Nuestra. I like to try it when I get it because it's just so odd trying Iron Brew without the bite.
The bite's half the fun.
I know, but just in Belgium, it's something new though, it's something different.
Yeah, that's true.
It's smooth.
I just noticed the mascot on the back of the peanuts, flavored crisps, is the Pied Piper.
Show it to the camera.
You'd have a lot less success of grabbing children if you fed them that instead of music.
So, yeah, from my perspective, most of it wasn't great. Except the crisp stuff. I love the crisp stuff, both of them.
Ow.
Any final thoughts from you?
Didn't like the licorice. Not a big fan. Absolutely hated. Can live with.
Alright. Of the things that are new to me, definitely going to return to the chocolate orange. Caramellos are fine. It's a lot like some stuff that we have in Germany as well. It may be the same thing under a different brand name, come to think about it. Same with arrows. And yeah, I've already shared my opinion on Yellow Man and Iron Brew. And again, these feel horribly wrong. These feel, I mean, they taste okay, but they feel like a sin against nature.
Yeah, there should be a nut.
Did you actually get a close up of the Yellow Man earlier on?
No.
What's up?
The context. This is actually a very pale yellow man.
It's the off Yellow Man.
And it was bought at the Giant's Causeway.
Yep.
Off White Man.
We took Creature over there to gallivant off. Apparently it contains sulfur, glucose and vanilla. It literally does say sulfur.
Yum.
So it's from hell. Okay. Just sold my soul again.
I think it's supposed to be sugar, but they spelt it wrong. So it's SUFAR.
Suffer. It's full of suffering.
Yep. So they spelt sugar wrong.
The reason I'm not having any is because I got a separate bag of my own back at the flat.
Right.
Alright.
Any final thoughts?
These are mine now.
Hey,
All
Jesse.
of them.
I will share.
They did a let's try of their own without the camera earlier of Pepsi Max versus Diet Pepsi. And what were your decisions?
It was American Diet Pepsi.
Yes, this is American-Canadian Diet Pepsi and European Pepsi Max, which you don't have in America land. But it is the best Pepsi by far. Yeah, it's in the shop. Pepsi Max is basically very similar to your Diet Pepsi, but slightly sweeter with more of a kick. There is a Pepsi Zero in your neck of the woods. It is nothing like that. Never try it. It's horrible.
Please say Pepsi Zero again, because like you said it.
Pepsi Zero.
You're like, Pepsi Zero?
Yeah, Pepsi Zero.
Zero?
It was awful. I was
Zero.
so excited. I looked online whenever
I want
Pepsi
a
Max.
ringtone of that.
When Pepsi Max didn't exist in the States, I looked it up, and I was told Pepsi Zero is Pepsi Max. And then I found a bottle of it, and I was like, yes, finally, had it. I was like, what is this horrible swill?
I had to listen to him rant about this in a random subway somewhere in Hamilton.
It was awful.
Oh, is that the one next to the Popeyes?
No,
Yeah.
this was Rochester.
Oh yes, it
in
was.
the awesome pizza place
It was
in
in the
Rochester.
awesome pizza place that gave us a slice of pizza that was bigger than Colin's head.
Yeah. So if you're in Rochester. But yeah, Pepsi Max is awesome. You need to sort yourselves out over on that side of the world and get it.
Bring back Crystal Pepsi.
I would honestly love to try Crystal Pepsi. I would also like to see.
Tab Clear.
I want to try New Coke. I really want to try New Coke.
It's
But
not
it
that
was
new anymore.
made intentionally to be terrible.
No, it wasn't.
It wasn't.
New Coke was, and in taste tests clearly showed people preferred New Coke flavor.
Yeah.
It was nostalgia and a bad marketing campaign that killed it.
It tasted more like Pepsi, because Pepsi doesn't have
Yes,
less
yeah.
of a bite than Coca-Cola.
Pepsi
Pepsi's
wins in
better.
taste blind comparisons as well.
Yeah. It's
It's brand recognition.
yeah.
Anyway, that's a little bit of a sideshow there we went into.
Yes.
Take these away from me before I eat the whole damn thing.
Yeah, we have to go get dinner later.
It wouldn't be a video from the House of Hagan without tangents.
This is the
So,
House of Hagan, this is the House of Teddy and Jurnis.
but Hagan is filmed here, so surely it is the House of Hagan then.
Okay, then I'm going to evict you.
You can't do that. I pay the mortgage.
I just want to point out that a bottle of Pepsi Max has been present in the filming of every The Amanda Hagan episode.
Just about.
Other beverages are available.
There was actually
Why would
one.
you?
Like Diet Pepsi.
There was actually one point in this flubs you held up a bottle of Coke and I called you a blasphemer.
Yeah.
It's like we don't drink Coke in this Pepsi
You
household.
like Pepsi so much, you even got Pepsi Max Cherry.
So,
Oh,
you see,
yeah.
other beverages are available.
I actually was going to bring Iron Brew, but then I was like, no, I'll bring that. It's smaller because I have to carry it.
Oh, also, yeah, America and the bottles are bigger.
Yeah.
Why
big
do they
big
do
one.
that? I mean, ours here are like 500 mil, and yet in the States are 600 mil.
Because they measure by
Or
ounces.
700. Fascinating. It's
Pretty
like
sure our bottles used to be bigger than they are.
no, but
They were.
Yeah, but these are no, they've shrunk recently, but
Yeah.
now they're about 400. But basically, they're like fatter versions of our old
Oh yeah,
bottles.
yeah, those are
Colin?
a bit fatter, yeah.
That's because they measure in ounces.
Yeah.